Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aries collective in Aries season, might I add. Let's shuffle it up and see what we have for you, my friends. Talk to me, my gods. What's up with Aries, please? Yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get this first card out here for you. And while we do, I would like to wish you all a very happy birthday, because it is Aries season, including myself. I'm an April 8th baby, so happy birthday to us, right? It's one of my favorite times of the year. Nice spring weather here in the northern hemisphere. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a complicated type of energy right here up front, and I saw this a few times for other signs last week, and with the readings we've been getting, it makes total sense. Now, before we fully get into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at the imagery of this card. It does pop up from time to time. You see that woman, she's looking in the mirror. There's multiple mirrors. She is holding a mask. So when I see this, one of the main things I always think is something that's a little more complicated underneath the surface, especially with all the items and things happening here. So you might be going through complicated situations. Maybe what you're feeling on the inside is pretty complicated. You might not be showing it to the world around you, but there could be a lot going on. Another thing I always think of with this card is like your energy just might be scattered in a lot of different places, or there's a lot of energies affecting you. And it makes sense astrologically with what the planets are doing. But let's put that down there. As I always say, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's get into tarot. I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. Let's get a good shuffle here, Aries. Okay, so, yeah, and like I said, there's a lot astrologically happening in Aries right now. But last week's reading, let's talk about it. It was titled Simply a Big Loss. Now, that doesn't mean every single Aries out there was experiencing losses of different kinds. This could have been someone you were connected to that took an L of some sort. But we're going to see what we have for you this week. The last few weeks, there's been a frustrating type of energy. But let's keep it moving here. Let's get you 3. You know I'm an optimist, and you know how energy goes. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody you're linked to, right? Let's get you 3. Aries in Aries season, please. Hey, there we go. I love seeing this. We have the Fool card in position number 1. We're starting with action. We're starting with a bang. That is a big card of self for the Aries collective. Let's get you 2 more, then we'll start piecing this together. 2 more for Aries. Thank you. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. So thus far, the energy is feeling more promising than it has the past couple of weeks. I'll tell you that. 2 of my favorite cards in the whole deck. Let's get 1 more, then we'll really get it going. So that fiery and earthy mix. Okay, so there could be various conversations happening as well. We have the Page of Cups in position number 3. So let's talk about this, Aries, because it's an interesting mixture we have going on. We'll go through, and then after I give you the classical meanings and archetypes, we'll get the intuitive messages going. So at first look, like I said, we have a lot of different things happening. We have major arcana, we have earth, we have water. It's an interesting mixture of energy. But position number 1, we have the Fool card. Now, if you watch tarot, you know that this is one of the cards that could represent Aries. It's the first card of the tarot deck, the protagonist, the hero. This is a big card of taking a leap of faith, taking some action, making things move along. But in my simplistic style of reading, since this is an Aries reading, the clarifier could tell us something you might be feeling or something that could be coming towards you. But I think of action, forward momentum, movement, big Aries traits. Now, all cards are a double-edged sword. I say it every week. The Fool card could be a warning against being too spontaneous, watching any warnings that spirit might be like throwing your way. Okay, so it's about not being too spontaneous and possibly having a plan. So we'll see what's up with that. We're going to put the Fool down right there. Now, moving forward, we have the 8 of Pentacles. you might just be in pentacle mode in this time. You might be working really hard and diligent towards something. When I see this card, I think of work situations, the material. This is a card of craftsmanship, dedication. Once again, forward momentum. So we have the Fool card, we have this. These are all about forward progress and movement. So a lot of you could be trying to get something off the ground in this time. But this is hard work and dedication straight up whenever I see the Eight of Pentacles. And to me, I always say it could be an influx of money coming your way. It's a nice type of card and energy. But the clarifiers will really tell us the tale. I say that every reading, right? So we're going to put that Eight of Pentacles down right there and keep pressing forward because we have the Page of Cups, our good friend. Now, this could be a water sign that you're linked with when the Page of Cups shows up. They're all indicators of new, and we have a lot of new showing up here with the Fool card, now with this page, so there could be a lot of good new things coming into your life. They're communicators if they're not students, so maybe you're trying to learn new things or acquire new knowledge, but this one is a big card of emotional outpourings, conversations, talks, and messages. So like there seems to be a lot happening here as we look across the board. Now elementally, the fact that we have the major arcana, we have earth and water, to me that could be the energy of blessings, bountiful things, planting seeds and waiting for them to really arrive. So this is really nice, but when I see the Page of Cups, there's a lot of talking involved here. Okay, whether it's someone wanting to talk to you, you wanting to talk to somebody else, there could be an important conversation of some sort that we'll really have to dig deeper into. Now, with all that being said, I want to dive deeper on all this action. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so we're going to get a good shuffle here for Aries. Let's see what's going on, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Aries here in their season? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Fool card. Let's see what this action could be. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aries, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, let's go. Let's get it popping for Aries, please. Interesting mixture. Okay, I feel like this could go several different ways. It could be several different things as well. Okay. Yeah, there could be something that you're just like over it. Whether it's a feeling, whether it's a situation, you're like, all right, I'm tired of stressing about this. I don't want to think about this anymore. It's just giving me those big vibes with the Nine of Swords right here. In the reverse underneath the Fool card, like letting something go, processing it in a healthy way could be big for a lot of you. But if there's been a stressful situation, a stressful issue that you've been dealing with, this tells me that you are ready to move forward and progress. But this could represent something that's sticking around a little bit, something that's a little tougher to conquer than you think, but I'm seeing lots of potential here. Now, when I see the Nine of Swords, like I said, it's stress, it's anxiety, whether it is situations or issues, the fact that it's in reverse could mean things improving and getting better. So we're gonna have to see how it plays out throughout this, but there could just be something you're tired of dealing with or tired of feeling. It's like, all right, I'm done with this. I need to progress and move forward. So we're gonna put that down and see how this all plays. Now, of course, we have every element showing up. We got fire, we have air, we have earth, we have water. So this could be good. When I see all the elements represented in a spread, that does speak about balance. So there could be progression in various different areas of life. Let's go in on that Eight of Pentacles. Let's see what's up with that. I really want to get over to that page as well. So why is that Eight of Pentacles here? Okay, yeah. That card popped out very, very quick. We have the Three of Wands, a big card of manifestation. A lot of you could have a lot of money coming in here. That's one thing I'm just feeling intuitively, because this is one of my big cards of creation. There could be like a really nice influx of material gain. Now, I know not every single Aries, not every single person is solely focused on that. You might be a very spiritual individual. But when I see this Three of Wands, like, it's a holy type of card to me, and it is that of creating. There could be something that is like right within your grasp. There could be something you're working towards or working on that you really want to do, that you really want to attain, that's just within reach. aside from the money thing, this could be some sort of big win or victory. I'm just feeling it right in the center, especially with the improvement, especially with the progression. You just might need a little more work to collect that victory or win. Whether it's monetarily or otherwise, your dedication could be called into focus. How hard you work, how dedicated you are to attaining what you want. So this could be a victory, and that could apply to all different areas of life. It doesn't just have to be love. It doesn't just have to be work. But I am seeing these big monetary ties here. This could be a big time of abundance for a lot of Aries. When we have this manifestation card, for some of you, maybe you're just manifesting a new job or a new money situation, okay? But there's good possibilities here. I'm feeling that straight up and down. So what's going on that page? Then we'll really do a quick recap and tie it all together before we get the shadow card. Feeling much better, Aries, than the last few weeks, that's for sure. So let's see what's up with that page real quick for you. Why is that Page of Cups here? Could it be news of some sort? Conversation, let's see. Ten of Swords, why am I getting the vibe of somebody possibly trying to rain on a parade here? With the Ten of Swords in the upright underneath this Page of Cups, okay? Watch out for big arguments, big conflicts, but the vibe I was getting was like progress, movement, manifesting. There could be somebody that purposely try to rain on your parade. Now, the Ten of Swords, that links into the energy we had last week of loss, of pain. For a portion of you, this could be a very emotional or serious conversation where somebody vents how they're feeling. Somebody wants to get some pain off their chest. Maybe that's you. Maybe there's something you're carrying that you need to release, like we're seeing up here, that you need to just get off your chest. And as an Aries myself, I know out of all the zodiac signs, we're not good at bottling things up, very much tell it like it is. This here on the back end is what Spirit might be asking you to do. If there's something bothering you, if there's something affecting you, speak it. You might feel like, oh, I don't want to bother anybody with this. Don't think that, all right? Now, the Ten of Swords, once again, the ending of a cycle. But the main thing, yes, this could be a really rough situation. The ending, the loss like we saw last week. But there might be someone around that either purposely tries to rain on your parade, like you might be feeling real good and then this person comes in and they drag it down. Take that for what it's worth, but I do feel if it's not a serious conversation, it could be somebody trying to rain on a parade for sure, okay? But it could just be that importance or emotional talk. Let's go through and do a quick recap, Aries, because I feel like we have a lot of stuff happening here this week. A little good, a little rough, but we'll go with it. In position number one, we have the Fool card, your card, with the Nine of Swords in reverse. So maybe you've been going through a lot of stressful, wound tight type of situations. You might just be over it and you're ready to progress. Whether it's a situation or an issue that's been stressful, stress-inducing, you might just be ready to move past it and progress, solve it. I don't want to say forget about it, but keep moving forward in a healthy way. In the center, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. This was beautiful type of energy. A lot of you could be experiencing a lot of material abundance in the coming days and weeks. Working hard and diligently towards something. There is something that is right within your grasp, and you are very close to collecting a big win or victory here when I see this type of energy. For a portion of you, it could be literally manifesting money or better work situations. But on the back end, we have the Page of Cups with the Ten of Swords in the upright. This should raise an eyebrow. This could be a bit of a warning. Intuitively, it did feel like somebody like bringing you down or affecting your mood. If you're feeling good, if you're feeling better and you're progressing, that somebody might come in and like really bring it down for whatever reason. It could also be an emotional talk or conversation or even a serious one, because this is a very serious card. So getting emotions off one's chest is being highlighted here, letting something out. Let's get into the shadow card. Please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further, because we have a little bit of different things happening here. Let's get you one shadow card though. Shuffle it up one time. What's in the shadows for Aries, please, my guides? And it doesn't surprise me to see a Ten of Swords after a reading like last week, but I feel there's big silver linings in this spread. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, my friends. Real quick, what's in the shadows for Aries? And I like to use this Shadowland Tarot at the end of every spread. It's always nice. Okay. All right. So the same card that we started the reading off is showing up in the shadows. We have the Fool in the shadows. So what do we have to look at here? In regards to shadow work, we need to look at the inverse energy, and I kind of already touched on it in the beginning of the spread. Now, the Fool in the shadows could speak about your shadow side, your side that you don't really show to the whole entire world. There might be something within, like we're seeing in little sprinklings in this reading, that you still might need to deal with that could be sticking around. But it is a warning against spontaneous action for sure. I know this is an extra important card because it showed up twice in an Aries reading. But when I see this specifically in the shadows, it's a warning from Spirit about like thinking too much or just acting before you think. And not thinking too much, just like action, action, action. Don't be too spontaneous because in this time you might be a little more fired up than you normally are, especially with all the astrological things happening. So Aries, that's what I have for you. I don't feel it's somebody lacking self-confidence, but yeah, please, my friends, don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab at the end of the Fire Air readings this weekend. But for April, I'll be running it back and giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's a brand new deck and it's a lot of fun to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which ones spoke to you most. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of April, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you next time.